There's a very specific kind of content blowing up right now, which is trad wives with 8, 10 or even 14 kids, all presenting what looks like the picture-perfect homestead life. The cozy farmhouse, the homemade bread, the smiling children, with the soft lighting, it all seems idyllic. But when you look a little closer, a lot of it just doesn't add up. And here's the interesting part. Do you know what all these women have in common? Religion. So let's get into it.
I'm 19 years old, married, no degree, no 9 to 5, and I'm exactly where I want to be. Let me answer all your questions. Yes, I got engaged at 18, married at 19. I didn't go to college. I don't plan to. I don't have a degree. I don't have a job, and I'm not getting one. I love to cook for my husband. I love to host. I love to run our home. These are things I'm very passionate about. I get asked about this a lot, but me and my husband dated for 6 weeks before getting engaged. And I didn't have a wedding. Also, yes, me and my husband do have an age gap. He is 10 years older than me. A lot of people seem to think I got married for religious reasons. That's not true. Yes, I'm religious. I'm not that religious. I chose to get married young because I wanted to. And I'm told by a lot of people that I should be young and out there and living my life. I don't know what that means. I promise you I am living my life to the fullest in my faithful marriage.
I know what you may be thinking. This is rage bait. But no, it's not. Her husband is actually doing okay for himself, and all she posts is bragging about how she doesn't do anything other than sit at home all day, bake, and live this amazing life as a trad wife. And she sometimes travels with him as well. When you go to her page, that's all she does, making content catering towards being a young trad wife. That's all. These older men always look for young, gullible girls that can fit their own narrative of being a housewife. They do not want a housewife, they just want a slave, okay? A guy even made a video the other day saying other than sex, women are no longer useful to men, and yet they can't stop complaining about women. If sex is all they need, why can't they just patronize prostitutes and leave us alone? After all the old advice people gave her by tagging, stitching, commenting, this is what she responded with.
Hey guys, I'm back and I decided to listen to all of your advice and go pursue getting a degree in psych. I'm back in the kitchen where I belong. Now let's cook for a man. Wait, not just any man, my husband.
I mean, I do not blame her. Society have brainwashed most of these women that getting married is the best achievement and only achievement for a woman.
My husband was just paid $810 for the last 2 weeks. He's on workman's comp. We are a family of 9 and we need groceries. I am at Winco Foods, which is like our local cheap grocery store. Let's see how much I can get for about $125-ish. We have our daughter's 10th birthday, and then we have one bill that has to be paid out of this. You have This is your favorite yogurt? Okay, my total was 85 and some change. Not horrible, definitely not great considering I will have to come back and get some stuff. I realize that there's a few meals I wanted to make and I need to see what ingredients I actually need for them before I go grocery shopping. So I'm gonna go and put all this away and head to Target.
These are the kind of things that piss me off. You are poor, you can't afford it, and yet you keep getting pregnant and having more babies. I think people like this need to be evaluated. They need to start assessing people's mental health when it comes to having kids or when it comes to being a parent. You can't even afford the simple luxury of life for your kids, and yet you keep having more. I'm confused, I don't understand.
Tomorrow's my birthday, and while I was cleaning my room, I found a couple tests. I'm supposed to get my period tomorrow, and I have a ton of symptoms of my period coming, but I've also felt very nauseous. So I'm gonna pee in a cup and dip these, and I'm actually gonna take a shower while I wait, and then I'll come back and read the results. I'm oddly nervous. I think I'm gonna start with the ovulation one, and it is positive. Very, very, very positive. Why am I so nervous? Oh my god. This. Holy fuck. It is also positive. I am pregnant with baby number 7. And yeah, I want to be happy so bad. I think I just feel sad.
Do these women have some type of kinks for being pregnant, or it's their husbands? I'm confused. Maybe you're having kids because you think another baby will fix something, or bring you closer to your husband, or give your life meaning. But a baby isn't a fix for anything. A baby is a whole other human being who needs food, clothes, attention, and stability, which is things you are struggling to provide. If you can't afford the ones you have, having more isn't hope, it's neglect. I don't know what you expect when you are having unprotected sex. I know some people will say, well, it's with her husband, and I understand. I'm not shaming her for enjoying her partner. Just because you have kids does not mean you cannot have fun or have sex with your partner. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is they cannot even afford it. Unlike some other couples, this couple is living in a 4-bedroom apartment. Before that, I think it was like a 2-bedroom apartment or something, because she's been posting videos on TikTok for a while now. And I remember when it went viral, people were dragging her for it. Now, if you go to her page, she's trying for baby number 8. This clip I just showed you is actually from last year. So she's trying for baby number 8 this year. Now tell me something isn't wrong with this woman. Anytime I see videos like this, all I do is laugh. He wanted 2 kids, but you wanted 8 kids. Bravissima. But what does that have to do with us?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm 46, mum to 13, and 34 weeks pregnant with our 14th baby. At my most recent midwife appointment, I mentioned to the midwife that whilst I physically feel pregnant, as you can see the bump has grown massively, mentally perhaps I'm sort of in denial that in 5 weeks this baby needs to be here, as we have to drive up to Scotland on the baby's due date to collect the older 5 from boarding school. I told the midwife that apart from buying a car seat, I've done nothing. She suggested very nicely that perhaps I really need to start preparing. Time is definitely running out. As we thought we were done with having babies, 90% of our baby stuff has gone.
I really want to believe this woman when she said they were done having babies. I mean, she has a whole entire football team. I'm not surprised if you pop out a new one. When you go on TikTok, there are hundreds of women like this on there. But her case is entirely different from most of them. You know why? Her husband is a pilot and she's just a stay-at-home mom, meaning she does most of the job, the household tasks and everything else. To me, it's just draining when it comes to one child, let alone 30. a home. I don't know, maybe both of their parents are rich, maybe they have a side business or something, because I don't see anything like that on our profile. But if you're rich enough to have this kind of space for your kids and you can afford it, you can care for them, then so be it. But still, I know that doesn't justify someone for having 14 kids. To me, it looks like she can clearly take care of herself. I mean, if she has family support, friends, or a babysitter who assists sometimes, it's understandable. I don't know what her situation is, but if she can afford it, like you can see, some of the kids were even playing, doing their own thing, not like those women with 4-bedroom apartments, no support, knowing fully well they can't afford it, and yet they keep having more babies. Anyways, congratulations to her on the new baby, because to me it seems like she's doing fine. That's all I have to say, and I pray God gives her the strength to continue to be strong enough not only to take care of herself but to be there for our kids too.
Hi friends, let's do a meal prep for my 17 kids for the week. Every Sunday I do this because if I don't, the entire week falls apart real fast. So I started by laying out all the containers because we're not cooking one meal over here, we're prepping for a small army. I try to think through the week what's easy, what they'll actually eat, and what's gonna keep us out of the drive-through line. Because with this many kids, if there's no plan, there definitely is pure chaos. So I just start filling everything up. Breakfast, lunches, quick grab-and-go stuff, anything that makes life easier during the week. And no, it's not fancy, and yes, they'll probably still ask me if we can get takeout. But this right here, this saves me. It saves time, money, and honestly, my sanity during the week. By the end of it, the counters are covered, the fridge is full, and I feel at least a little bit prepared for the week ahead. Because feeding 17 isn't for the week, but this is how I make it work.
Kelly Green is one of the best moms when it comes to a mother with multiple kids. So let me just clarify this. 3 of the kids are the biological children, the rest are all adopted. I mean, come on, she's doing a good job here. When it comes to Kelly, she will not sugarcoat nothing, okay? She is not one of those women that come online and act like it's not difficult to have lots of children. No. She shows the struggle, the stress, her day-to-day tasks, when she meal preps, when she can cook, and when they eat out. Everything, literally everything. For me, this is a good example of family content. Not, oh, God bless me with this, my life is so easy, kids are a blessing from God, while melting away. No, let's not do that. This is what I do not agree with. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's a perfect woman, because I know some people are going to say, why is she adopting 14 kids? But majority of these kids needs a home. They need someone to call family, someone to love and care for them. And if this is the least she can do for the society, so be it. She's a superwoman, she's an amazing woman, she's an amazing mother. I'm not going to come here and just throw her under the bus because of content. No, I'm not like that. Let's give credit where credit is due.
That sometimes we think that life's supposed to look like this, we're supposed to have this is supposed to be in order, and it's like God has a plan. And our plan is not God's plan. You know, our thoughts are not God's thoughts.
Why you scared? You're gonna be alright. We always alright when these babies come.
Makeka to significa God's plan. God has a plan for baby number 8. Are you people normal? The way you guys be throwing everything on God, the way you guys be lying on God every 3 seconds, it's mind-blowing to me. You can even hear the husband telling her, we are always alright when these babies come, we will do a good job. When she posted this video, people were not having it at all, and the comment section was not friendly, okay? One asked her in the comments, 8, like 10 minus 2, and she went on this long rant about God. Baby number 8 is baking, and we thank God for keeping his promises. Only if you knew where we started from. I promise to share it in the next post, but for now, I will let you know that God took 2 totally broken individuals, Abajo, who came from dysfunctional families and who were living for the world. He saved us. Like, who cares? Who cares?
I had 9 C-sections, so how far apart were they? Well, I had my oldest when I was 17 years old. She was born at 42 weeks after a failed Pitocin induction. And then 1 year, 11 months later, I had a planned C-section with number 2 at 39 weeks. Baby number 3 was also a planned C-section at 39 weeks, and that gap is 1 year, 2 months. Baby number 4 was a planned C-section at 39 weeks, and he was born 2 years, 2 months later. Baby number 5 was also a planned C-section at 39 weeks. That age gap is 1 year, 7 months. Now, baby number 6 was supposed to be a planned C-section at 39 weeks, but because I had tummy pain and a uterine window, he was born actually at 37 weeks. That age gap is 1 year, 8 months. Baby number 7 was a planned C-section at 36 weeks, and that age gap is 2 years, 3 months. Baby number 8 was also a planned C-section at 36 weeks, and that age gap is 2 years, 5 months. Now, baby number 9, I just had him last summer. He was a planned C-section at 37 weeks. I got them to let me go a week longer, and that age gap from his big sister is 1 year, 10 months. So, to recap all my C-sections, number 1, the shortest age gap is just 1 year, 2 months. The longest age gap is 2 years, 5 months. And then altogether, the total gap is 15 years. I've been so blessed with these 9.
I have a question. Is this even allowed? Can a doctor allow someone to have like 9 C-sections? This is one of those things I'm talking about. Having 9 kids in this economy? Absolutely no. The majority of people needs to be evaluated mentally, because she's not going to sit there and tell me she loves all those kids equally. How are you going to divide yourself among 9 kids? I understand she might have the time now, but still, every kid needs their mother's attention. This is just too much.
We got to drop off our big brood of babies at my mother-in-law's house so that I could have some quality one-on-one time with my handsome husband. Now, it is such a blessing because both my mom and my mother-in-law, they will take all 9 kids at their house and watch them, whatever, no problems. They can handle it. That is a huge blessing. Now, my husband had a doctor appointment today, and that's why we're like, let's just turn this into a little date, right? Some quality time, turning something ordinary into something extraordinary.
You do not need any quality time with your husband, because the only time you have quality time with that man, you get pregnant. And I don't think you, of all people with 9 kids, I don't think you like quality time. You do not want quality time.
What do you do for a living?
I shop, drink matcha, go to Pilates, and stay beautiful. That's what I do.
So here's the thing. I'm not here to tell any woman how many kids to have or who to marry or how to run their household. That's not my business. At the end of the day, if that's the life you genuinely want, that's your choice. But I think it's worth asking whether you're choosing it because it truly fits you or because you've been told it's the only right way to be a woman. Depending entirely on another person financially, especially while having multiple kids, with no financial safety net, is a huge risk. Some families can afford it and make it work. Others are barely getting by, and adding more children doesn't magically fix the financial reality. People are free to live however they want, but I also think we should be able to question ideas without pretending every lifestyle is equal for every family. Some of these creators, they are fine. They've got the brand deals, the sponsorship, the 7-figure farmhouse, paying the bills behind the scenes. Good for them. But they are not selling you their bank account. They are selling you an aesthetic. And a whole lot of women watching only have the aesthetic, not the financial cushion. So before you let some perfectly little kitchen convince you that dependency is destiny, think twice because it's really just fate. That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.